First inning, it's 1-0. So that ground ball was absolutely smoked as Ryan Camp steps to the plate. Camp, one of the better hitters on this team so far. 3 for 8 with a couple of runs scored, 1 run batted in, and 3 walks. So, wow, 6 for 11 in getting on base. And actually, he's been hit by a pitch, so 7 for 11 in getting on base. Comes up with a runner on first and 2 away. Austin has given up a couple of singles on the outside of a pair of strikeouts. First pitch. Hit in the air to the right side. Bailey sprinting towards the line, loses his cap, calls off his second baseman, and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. But Northwest score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and leave 1 man aboard. We're through half an inning with the Blackbears coming to bat, trailing 1-0. You're listening to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball and watching Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball on YouTube and KEDO. We'll be right back after this. Back at it here at David Story Field in beautiful Longview, Washington. Cowlitz will take the take the plate. We'll take the plate against Tannen Mine, a big right-hander up there on the mound. 6'3", 245 pounds from Clark Community College in Sandy, Oregon. And Mine 0-0 in 3 2/3 innings pitched so far for the Nighthawks. An 0-0 record with 5 Ks and a 2.45 ERA. Cowlitz will send up Matty Fung to lead off at second base against the right-handed throwing Mine.
Make some noise for Matty Fung.
So now Matty Fung up there and having himself a nice year. 4 base hits on the season, and all of them have either gone up the middle or to the opposite side. And Mine's first pitch, a downhill fastball just below the knees, and the count 1-1. Making that call was Dave Crane, and in the field is Gutterson. There we go. Here's a 1-0. Ooh, look out, up and in on that zipping fastball. Count now 2 balls and no strikes as Fung really had to get himself out of the way. It's Gutterson, I'm told. There we go. And they'll be here for this series, this 2-game set against the Northwest Stars Nighthawks, as Mine having a tough time finding the zone. Count 3 balls and 2 strikes to Matty Fung. Fung, a left-handed batter in a crouch stance, is led off in most of these games for the Blackbears as he takes one inside, count 3-1. Fung's hitting .250 on the season, 4 hits and 16 at-bats, 2 runs scored, a couple of doubles, and 2 runs batted in. Has also walked 4 times. His 4 walks leads the team as he hits one in the air over towards left center field. Racing all the way over is Teague, but Steele is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So if you're watching on YouTube, we're having a tough time with the audio, but it looks like we might be up there now. So we're good to go. And now up to the plate is Matthew Schwartz. He leads the team in runs batted in among qualified players as he takes a strike outside, count 0-1. Schwartz 4 for 12 on the year with a run batted in and 3 strikeouts. And his 0-1. Swing and a miss. And actually tips that one into the glove of Jacob Cobb, and the count now no balls and 2 strikes to Schwartz. They missed him in Bend, but they were able to pick up a couple of wins on that road trip, making the Blackbears 3-3 in the league, playing 4-3 overall. Schwartz fouls one off again. And the count now no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. This is North and inside to Schwartz. Going to take that time from the right-hander. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Cowlitz started the season with a 10-8 victory at Ridgefield and then have played only 1 game since then. They lost 1-0 to Walla Walla at home, then lost again 5-4 to Walla Walla at home. Scores another foul ball down the right field line and out of play. Keep it at 1 and 2 with 1 down and nobody out. Or rather, nobody on base. And then Cowlitz were able to win the last game of their first homestand against Walla Walla by a score of 5-4. And then against Bend, a 2-1 win, a 2-1 loss, and a 7-6 victory last night at the second back of the doubleheader. This is foul ball down the left field line this time and goes into a grouping of fans out on our picnic tables over there. That's a great spot. You're right by the concession stand, right by Bob's Sporting Goods party deck. It's a good place to be. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Next pitch to Schwartz. And he fouls it off again. Schwartz with 3 consecutive foul balls. He's got 5 in his 7 pitches that he's seen. So clearly hasn't missed a beat despite not being with the team. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're just getting started here. And another one misses high from 10 and 9. Count 2 and 2. He's already thrown 13 pitches. That's as many as Austin needed to get all 3 of his outs. And again, mine misses upstairs. Count full, 3 and 2. It's a nice day here in Longview. Temperatures in the mid-60s, a few clouds in the sky, but no threat of rain after it rained almost all day this morning. But we're very fortunate here at David Story Field to have the all-turf infield and a very good draining outfield, that's for sure. That's the key. Schwartz, yep, you guessed it, fouls another one off, and the count full, 3 and 2. Schwartz in a battle with mine. Here's the payoff. And it's a breaking ball. Schwartz was ready for it and fouls it again down the right side. Let's count how many pitches that he's faced so far. We see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He'll have faced 12 at the very least by the time this one ends. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases clear. Right-hander kicks, delivers, and mine wins the battle as he gets Schwartz to swing and miss at the outside offering, and he's down on strikes for out number 2.
Up now, number 18, Jacob Stinson from University of Nevada.
So here comes Jacob Stinson, who had himself a really nice series in Bend, was 2 for 4 with a triple and a couple of runs scored. Also made a diving catch in center field in the first inning of the second game of the doubleheader. And actually, that kind of saved the game because it ended up being a 1-run game. Cowlitz in the last game in Bend had 2 separate 3-run leads, but Stinson making that catch in the beginning got the leadoff man out, and Bend ended up getting a couple of other hits that inning, so if their leadoff man would have gotten aboard, it would have caused some trouble, but not with Stinson patrolling the grounds in center field. He takes 2 pitches off the plate and the count 2 balls and no strikes. Next one, swing and a miss. To the left-hander, fastball down and inside, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Stinson, one of the new ads that came in down the road. Him and Dawson Martin and also Nathan Martinez, all from the University of Nevada, so they just got finished playing and now will play for the Blackbears. 2-1. Fastball inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. So now Stinson double taps the plate, and he's good to go. A walk just as good as a hit in this situation is the 3-1. Upstairs above the belt, and that's ball 4. So Stinson continues to be a force in the Cowlitz lineup. It's his second walk of the season. As Wilson Wheels Weber comes up to the plate. That's what they call him.
Let's make it a habit to make more.
Wheels 3 for 14 with a run scored, a double and a triple. A couple of walks as well. He leads the team, or is tied for the team lead with Matty Funk for extra base hits. They both have 2. Stinson very fast over there first. Could be a threat to go. First pitch to Weber, down and in. I just realized didn't give you the entire lineup for Cal, so let's do that in just a moment. And we'll do it after this pitch. 1-0. Right there on the outside, Black, and the count 1-1 good. Fastball command from Tannen Mine in the early going. Matty Fung led off at second base with Matthew Schwartz, the shortstop, at hitting second. Jacob Stinson's in center field, hitting third as this one skips in the dirt in front of Weber. Good block by Cobb. 2 balls and 1 strike. Wilson Weber DHs and cleans things up with Johnny Radomski in left field batting 5th. In the 6th spot is Case Ogata, the first baseman, with Jace Bailey, the right fielder, batting 7th. Batting 8th is Jacob Burley, the catcher, and rounding out the order, the third baseman, Nathan Martinez, is in the 9th spot. Hitters count for Weber with the runner on, and hits one sky high over on the right side. Popped up to Masterson. Calls everybody off. Ooh, almost loses his balance, but is able to stay with it to make the catch for the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left aboard. We are through with 1 here in Longview. The Stars Nighthawks lead it 1-0, and Northwest coming back to bat. You're tuning in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO.
All right,
back at it here in Longview. Whoa, our crowd mic a little loud there. I mean, hey, I like hearing Josh's voice as much as the next guy. But
one of our sponsors tonight,
we really got this shotgun mic working for us, as Kelly Austin has all of his pitches working for him today. He picked up a couple of strikeouts in the first inning, but did surrender a run on 2 hits. And we'd like to thank Sam Moisier out here to my left. He's filling in for Justin Ford, and we're having a bunch of technical difficulties on the audio end for our YouTube stream, but he was able to figure it out, so big thank you to Sam. We're doing a really nice job out here and helping bring you the game on YouTube, the Blackbears YouTube page. All of your home games here will be streamed right there, and everyone home and on the road will be on KEDO 99.1 FM and 1400 AM Longview. So here comes Jacob Cobb to the plate. It's going to be 6, 7, 8 for Northwest. Cobb, Joner, and Masterson. And the first pitch from Austin, up and inside. Cobb has to move his face out of the way. Count 1-0. Austin only needed 13 pitches to get through that first inning, and he threw 11 of them for strikes. Cobb, his first at-bat for the Nighthawks against a West Coast League team, as he takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. So Austin comes set in his patented half squat stance. Burley sets outside. Next pitch is a fastball down and away, and the count 2-1. Kelly Austin relied on to be one of the top pitchers in Cowlitz's rotation this season, and he's delivered. He's only given up 2 runs this season and 7 innings pitched. And coming into this game, as this grounded to Schwartz, picked up behind the second base bag, fires to first, and a good stretch by Ogata gets him. And there's one down here in the top of the second inning. Coming into this game, Cowlitz was second in the league with a team staff ERA of 2.98. And the starters ERA all the way down at 2.10 in 30 innings. So they've gotten the starting pitching, and the bats are really starting to come around for this team as well, as they scored a season-high 7 runs against Bend. Calling everybody off on the pop-up is Johnny Radomski, as Matthew Schwartz was over there, and he's able to make the grab in left field for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second, as Mason Masterson steps up, and it's his first plate appearance. And the first pitch to Mason. Fastball right on the inside corner. Austin not afraid to fill up the zone here today against the Nighthawks. And the count 0-1. Masterson, a utility player from Linfield University. He resides in Ridgefield, Washington, just down I-5. He stands at 6 foot and 190 pounds. Austin again paints that corner and jumps ahead 0-2. So after those couple of hits, Austin has really settled down here. He has struck out 2 in that first inning and is looking for one right here to put a nice bow on the top of the second. Here's the 0-2. And the curveball tumbles a little too far down and outside. And we sit at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cowlitz is their second non-league game. They will play 5 in a row with a couple of, well, rather with one off day in between. As the 1-2 comes up, curveball misses high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. They have 2 games against the Northwest Stars and Nighthawks. That's tonight and tomorrow evening. Both games with 6:35 start times. And then they'll take on the Highline Bears in a 3-game set. And oddly enough, they play Sunday at 1:05, then have off Monday before resuming the series on Tuesday and Wednesday with 6:35 starts. Kelly Austin's fastball missed in that time, and the count full 3-2. 1-0. Nighthawks lead over the Blackbears in the top of the second with 2 away. Full count coming up to Masterson with the bases clear. 3-2 pitch is a little low. Ball 4, and Austin knew it. So he walks his first batter of the evening, and that'll send up Quadrice Teague to the plate. Teague just 1 for 11 to get going here in his 3 games with a run scored. A couple of runs batted in, though. He's struck out 4 times and has been hit once as the left-hander takes one inside for a ball, count 1-0. Austin now struggling a little bit with the strike zone here. Masterson with a nice lead off the bag at first base, about 10 feet off, being held on by Ogata. Austin from the stretch, turns around, throws to first, and just barely not in time. Good tag that time from Ogata. And the Blackbears' next game in league play will be at Corvallis over on Friday. They'll head over there for a weekend series a week from today. As look out, this is inside, and Teague gets plunked right on the shoulder. And he reaches base. Back-to-back free base runners surrendered by Kelly Austin.
Back to the top of the lineup now with number 6.
After retiring the first 2 in a row. So here's Sty Steele coming back up to the plate. He is 1 for 1 with a base hit. He's got a stolen base as well and a run scored. And Austin taking a little while before becoming reacquainted with the pitcher's rubber. Now he's ready to go. 2 on and 2 out now for the Nighthawks with their tall leadoff man up at the plate. First pitch is downstairs and outside for a ball, count 1-0. I don't believe this. It says on the roster that he's 5'8", 170 pounds. I think he's a little taller than that. Seen him stand up there in the box. He's got to be at least 5'10 or 5'11. Now Austin taking a nice look in and decides to give Masterson a glance. Next pitch, a fastball. This is hit in the air over on the right side, but that's going to go out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Cowlitz Blackbears in their black jerseys with orange trim going down next to the buttons. The Cowlitz C on the top left lapel. And white pants with a single black stripe going down the side. Black socks for them as well. And the Cowlitz orange C on their black caps. Now another look behind the 1-1 pitch. Curveball swing and a miss by Steele. That's a nice pitch by Austin. Some late movement on it. Bottom fell right out of it. And now he's got a 1-2 count to work with. Another chance to get out of this inning. The Nighthawks lead it 1-0 in the top of the second. Austin trying to just keep it that way. Looks back, 1-2, curveball, swing, and a miss, strike 3. And Austin sends Cy Steele down on strikes, picks up his 10th strikeout of the season in the process, and is able to wiggle his way out of that jam. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left aboard. 1.5 done here in Longview, Washington, with the Stars leading 1-0 and the Blackbears coming to bat. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO. All right, second inning now at David Story Field at Lower Columbia College. The Blackbears are 1-2 here so far, but more importantly, are 4-1 when I wear this green Cowlitz Blackbears hat. They're 0-2 when I have my orange one, so don't worry, fans. I am wearing the green one to each and every game moving forward until the luck runs out. Johnny Radomski, Case Ogata, and Jace Bailey, 5, 6, 7, will all be up here against 10 and 9, whose first pitch up and inside for a ball count 1-0. Now, Dave Crane has not been giving either pitcher that high fastball for a strike, a little above the belt, so the pitchers will have to get it down. And this time, Mine tried to do it, but missed inside in the count 2-0. So Mine put a man aboard in the first inning, but then nothing after that for the Blackbears as Stinson worked to walk. The 2-0. Up and away, and the count 3 balls and no strikes. Johnny Radomski working himself a nice plate appearance. Radomski still looking for his first hit of the season in league play. He is 0 for 11 with 3 runs scored, though. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out twice. And takes one upstairs, ball 4. So Radomski works his first true walk of the year and will trot on down to first for the first base runner of the inning for Cowlitz.
Number 25, Case Ogata.
Case Ogata joined the team, and he's coming up in the bottom of the second right now. Right-handed batter with some serious power. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. He only played 1 game over in Bend.
From Utah Valley University.
And Ogata came a long way from Utah Valley University. As Radomski, with some speed, a threat to go, does not have a swipe bag so far this year, though. And there he goes off and running. The pitch is a strike down and in. The throw, they got him. Jacob Cobb from behind the plate nails Radomski, despite him having a really good jump. And they send him down 2-6 for out number 1. So 1 down to Ogata, who used to play his ball over at Boise State before they, unfortunately for their many ball players, cut the program over there, so he transferred. As the 0-1 to Ogata. Curveball up and inside, and the count 1-1 to Case. The Blackbears looking to work out, not really kinks per se, but really see what they have in these 5 non-league games before they go back into West Coast League play. Here's the 1-1. Is down and outside, 2-1. And these 5 games will be a great learning experience for the coaching staff and for the players. They're trying to see who they have with the new guys all coming in on the roster, where everybody fits in, what lineup combinations work. And these are incredibly valuable games to have so early as well, as Ogata fouls one back, 2-2. These are valuable games to have now because the Blackbears, they sit at 3-3. And they are just 2 games out of first place behind the Ridgefield Raptors and 1 game out of second place behind Corvallis. And they'll have all these games in hand moving forward in the first half. 2-2, ooh, up and in. Ogata almost had that one hit the brim of his helmet, but just able to get out of the way. Count full, 3-2. So you like to see this for Cowlitz, having these early on non-league games. And the 3-2 hit sky high over to the right side. Ogata starts to step out of the box as this is over towards the track and running over his helm, who makes the catch for out number 2. So Radomski walked, then was caught stealing, and now down on the pop-up is Ogata as Jace Bailey will step up. Bailey 2 for 12 in league play with a run scored and a run batted in. Bailey also had a home run in the non-league game against the Ridgefield Raptors. So now Bailey, the switch hitter batting from the left-hander's batter's box, digs in and takes a strike, count 0-1. Tannen Mine has looked pretty smooth out there so far. He's only allowed a pair of base runners, and neither of them have come back to bite him. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Took a little off that time as Bailey swings at the outside offering. The count now, no balls and 2 strikes. So Bailey behind on the count. His team trails 1-0 early. Still with plenty of time left to go on this wonderful evening here in Longview. Now the 0-2. Curveball outside and maybe came in a little bit high. Came in above the belt, dropped in nicely in between the knees and the belt, but unfortunately for Mine, a little too far off the plate. And now the 1-2 to Bailey. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, and that goes down for strike 3 as he puts a bow on that inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard. We are done with 2 here at David Story Field, heading into the top of the 3rd with the Nighthawks leading 1-0 in Northwest. Coming to bat, you're tuned into Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO.
Online.
Little Dave Matthews Band playing over our loudspeaker, and while the Ants are marching, coming up to the plate and marching up will be Luke Stanton, Travis Helm, and Jack Thompson for the Nighthawks. For all of them, it will be their second time up against Kelly Austin, who had a really nice second inning, bouncing back from surrendering a run on 2 hits back in the first. So Austin continues his warm-up tosses, and the Blackbears will get ready for another defensive inning here. Now, the Nighthawks, they are a non-league team, but that does not mean that they are a pushover by any account. Again, 2-1 against the West Coast League so far this season. A couple of victories at Wenatchee. And the Apple Sox are 3-3 on the season, so not too shabby start for them. They are currently in second place in the North Division behind the Yakima Valley Pippins, who are 4-2. So Luke Stanton up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. He was Austin's first strikeout victim of the evening. And setting up outside is Burley. First pitch, fastball right there. Caught a lot of plate in the count 0-1. Again, Kelly Austin, a pitcher out there. He trusts his stuff, not afraid to fill up the zone with all 3 of his pitches, the fastball, the curveball, and the changeup. Next offering is a little outside that time in the count 2-2. He's also got the slider in there, trying to work on the changeup this season. And Austin sets, gets ready to deliver the 1-1 pitch. Beautiful fastball, popping the glove of Burley, and the count 1-2. So the Blackbears now have a good problem. They have 3 phenomenal catchers behind the plate, so Burley draws the start today. A break given to Dawson Martin after he caught 2 of the games in Bend, and Wilson Weber will be the DH. 1-2, curveball, a little high, and Austin licking the tips of his fingers to try to get that grip back. Count even at 2-2. Cowlitz trail at 1-0. The Stars the Stars Nighthawks, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. Blackbears, no runs, no hits, no errors, and have left 1 on base. The 2-2, did he go around? They check. No, he did not, as that slider missed a bit outside, so the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Austin keeping that pitch count nice and low, just with 34. Through 2+ innings, 21 have gone for strikes. And the Blackbears righty delivers, payoff. Hit in the air over on the right side, that's going to drift out of play. And we'll keep it full, 3-2. The Blackbears would like Austin to go at least 5, hopefully 6, maybe even 7 innings in this game, as they burned through 7 pitchers in the last game alone of the doubleheader yesterday. Another 3-2 is low and outside, ball 4. So Staten draws a base on balls, and Travis Helm will come up to the plate. But the Blackbears, I mean, they got the most out of all those pitchers they used yesterday, as Keegan Wright picked up his 2nd win out of the bullpen, and Mark Wanarovich earned his first save of the season. So now Helm 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch from Austin is a fastball, jams him inside as Helm hits it off the handle of the bat, and right by our tents for concessions on the first base side, and the count 0-1. The Northwest Stars Nighthawks look a lot like the Ridgefield Raptors out there. They have full maroon jerseys with a Stars logo in the top right in white, also an Adidas logo in the top left. As the throw over, they got him. Kelly Austin with the pickoff move. Oh, what a play. We know Michael Benz has a good pickoff as a righty for Cowlitz, but how about Kelly Austin erasing Luke Staten and therefore effectively negating that walk that he delivered to him? So now an 0-1 coming up. Also gray pants for the Nighthawks as they wear black caps with a white logo across the front. This is hit on the barrel, but foul on the right side. And Helm falls behind 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Austin now with the bases empty, and that's another reason why Cowlitz's pitching has been so effective. Their ERA is very low, almost minuscule. As this taps to short. A strong throw by Schwartz. He got him as Helm really hustling down the line. That was a bit of a slow roller to Schwartz over there at shortstop. Even with the turf, usually makes that ball roll a little faster. So there's 2 down now here in the top of the third. Jack Thompson steps up. Left-handed batter, 1 for 1, has knocked in the only run of this ballgame. Austin about to throw his 40th pitch. There it is, a curveball, and misses low below the knees of Thompson, and the count 1-0. Sun starting to peek through the clouds over on the left field side, right above the Bob's Sporting Goods party deck. And hey, if you want to come on down here to David Story Field, there's still some spots open there. So Austin misses inside this time with the fastball, count 2-0. Finishing the inning has been a little bit of an issue for Kelly Austin, as he's gotten 2 quick outs, and then against the last batter, they've been able to come and reach base. For instance, back in the first inning, he allowed a single, then back-to-back strikeouts, and then Thompson got a base hit after the 2 outs before retiring Ryan Camp. Then back in the second, a ground out and a fly out before a walk and a hit batter. And then Cy Steele struck out. So now he's looking to send down Jack Thompson here as he fouled one away on the left side, 2-1. Next one from Austin. Hit high in the air over on the right side. Martinez is there, calling off Schwartz. No, Schwartz then calls him off and makes the grab for the final out of the inning. So Austin records his first 1-2-3, or rather, well, we'll give him the 1-2-3 as only 3 came up. He did walk the first batter, but no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 walk, and nobody left aboard. We're done with 2.5 here in Longview. Northwest up 1-0, and Cowlitz coming to bat. You are tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO.
MyDreamTeeth.com.
Bottom of the third inning, Jacob Burley, Nathan Martinez, Matty Fungju up, and I just realized I never gave you the Northwest Stars Nighthawks defense, so let's rectify that immediately. Cy Steele is in left field with Quadrice Teague in center. Ryan Camp is in right. Jack Thompson mans the hot corner at third base with Luke Staten at short. Mason Masterson at second base and Travis Helm at first. Jacob Cobb is behind the plate with 10 in mind on the mound as Jacob Burley steps in. He's the 8-hole hitter in today's contest. First one to Burley. Hit in the air to very shallow left center, actually still in the infield. Staten is there right on the edge of the grass and puts him down for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out for mine, and broke that 50-50 split, balls and strikes. He now has 21 strikes and 41 pitches.
Third baseman Nathan Martinez.
And Nathan Martinez will come up 0 for 2. His first game at David Story Field, as he played one game in Bend. Solid hitter, corner infielder as well from the University of Nevada. Takes a strike right on the inside corner in the count 0-1. And we just put him into point streak right before the game, but we're good to go with that non-league roster. With all the new guys coming in, making sure that everybody can be kept track of as Martinez fouls one away in the count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Mine has been not with his best command so far today, but he's getting the job done nonetheless. No hits so far for Cowlitz. No balls, 2 strikes as he's ahead of Martinez. Kicks, fires, curveball as this is grounded over to third. Picked up on the side by Thompson, fires on a line to first, and Helm puts the squeeze on it to send him down for out number 2. So a couple of balls hit it over to the left side
now, number 1, Matty Fung.
as Matty Fung will step up now. Fung is 0 for 1 in today's contest. And he flied out to left field again. Loves to hit to the opposite side as this time pulls the ball right to Helm. Picks it up, will take it to first himself and put him away for the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard. A very fast bottom of the 3rd inning as we now reach the 1/3 mark here at David Story Field, Lower Columbia College. The Northwest Stars Nighthawks leads it 1-0 over the Cowlitz Blackbears with Northwest coming to bat in the top of the 4th. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO. Here we go, top of the 4th inning. Camp Cobb Johnner all due up, 5, 6, and 7 against Kelly Alston. Out for another inning of work. He's thrown 43 pitches, 27 for strikes. He's been very effective, aside from that first inning where, that's unfair to him. He was very effective in the first inning as well. He had a couple Ks in there, but just a couple of base hits up the middle. Otherwise, no harm, no foul. As we get ready to go here in the top of the 4th inning. Game's moving along pretty quickly. We were all done with the bottom of the 3rd with just 42 minutes on the clock in this game. So Camp, a right-handed hitter, flied out over to the right fielder, Jace Bailey, I believe. His first time up. I'm looking at the spray chart. Let's see what our score sheet says. And yes, it was to Bailey. Bailey, an excellent right fielder. You can hit it anywhere near him, and he will almost always make the grab. He goes full extension, also has a cannon for an arm, as Camp takes one up and in the count 1-0. Ryan Camp, an outfielder from Linfield University, from Tigard, Oregon, stands at 5'11" and 180 pounds. 1-0, and Kelly deals, just a little low, says Dave Crane. And the count now 2 balls and no strikes from Austin. And if they continue to go with their rotation, I believe Kyle Sandstrom will be on the mound tomorrow for Cowlitz, as this is hit hard to short. Right there, though, is Schwartz. Picks it up, fires to first, and he got him. As Queso Gata able to put the glove on it and send him down for out number 1.
All right, so for those of you that come to the games often, tonight is a warm-up for you.
And it looks like they're
tomorrow night, we're going to try to become the loudest
recycling that
field
baseball here, as they just give it right back over to Austin. Why not? You getting out with the ball? Put it right back in your pitcher's glove. So here comes Jacob Cobb to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Hit one sharply to Matthew Schwartz his first time. And he deals. That one is a fastball down and away, count 1-0. So Schwartz is back over at short after, I believe, a trio of starts by Brock Bozet, and he looked really good over there for Cowlitz. And in fact, now leads the team in runs batted in, taking advantage of Schwartz being away from the team. As Burley able to steal a strike right there. Low fastball pulled back up in the count 1-1. We actually have a birthday wish to send out here from our very own Carrie Gateau. She says, happy birthday to Dwayne, her father. And she says to tell you that she loves you very much, Dwayne. So he's listening to the game over in Idaho. And Carrie wishing him a very happy birthday today on June 11th. This is a nice day to have a birthday. Right before the summer, decent weather as the 2-1 from Austin. Sliced in the air over on the right side. Bailey giving chase, but that's going to land in the bullpen. Ooh, almost caught by the bullpen catcher. I think that was Caden Parker over there. Oh, my mistake. That's Brandon Kimball.
Branches along the Oregon coast.
And the count even now at 2-2 as an arm is warming up for the Nighthawks. Looks like it's Eli Takalo. And the 2-2. Swung on and tapped weakly, but foul right in front of the first base dugout. That's where the Nighthawks are stationed. So we'll keep it at 2-2. Cowlitz still with no runs, but the pitching, as always, has been phenomenal from Kelly Austin, just allowing the 1 run on a pair of hits. Now it's back in the first inning. Still bases empty, and Austin kicks, delivers 2-2. Curveball, and again, just off the end of the bat, and over to the on-deck batter, Brett Johnner. So he's going to just stick that ball in his back pocket. Actually has a couple of those and plants them back down in the on-deck circle as Austin looks to finish off Cobb right here. Another 2-2. Fastball laced over to third. Good pickup by Martinez. Takes the curl hop, fires to first, and retires Cobb. A strong throw from the corner infielder. Sends him down for out number 2.
Up now, number 60, the DH, Brett Joner.
2 up, 2 down. Here's Brett Joner. 0 for 1 with a pop out over into left field. And it was caught by Johnny Radomski. I believe that one was hit really high, and Radomski was able to clear out everybody from around him. First pitch is line, and over Fung's head into right center for a base hit. Bailey's going to pick it up off the grass and fire it in quickly. You don't want to test his arm. And Brett Johnner has the first hit of the ballgame since the first inning.
Number 21 is Mason Masterson.
So now we'll get another look at Mason Masterson, who drew a walk his first time up.
As you travel up Spirit Lake Highway, make sure you stop at Drew's Grocery. So fresh count coming up to Masterson, and another 2-out base knocker, 2-out base runner for this Nighthawks team. First pitch from Austin. Downhill fastball. Ooh, Burley tried to pull it back up, but just missed low. Count 1-0. Sun starting to streak in from left field. Coming in, it'll blare in the eyes of any left-handed batter that comes up. And Quadrice Teague on deck is a lefty, so he might have an issue up there as Kelly hits with the fastball on the count 1-1. So Johnner over there on first with Masterson, the righty, at the plate. It's a 1-1 count with 2 down, and the Nighthawks lead at 1-0 here at David Story Field. He set up high and away. Austin fires. Misses his spot. It goes inside. This is hit in the air to center. Coming in to Stinson, the running catch. And he makes the play for the final out of the inning. He took a couple steps back before realizing, oh, my goodness, that ball's a lot more shallow than I thought. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left to board. 3.5 in the books at Lower Columbia College with the Blackbears coming to bat, trailing by a score of 1-0. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball on YouTube and KEDO. Well, the day is done for mine, as coming in now is Eli Takalo. And you got to wonder, is he related to our Dale Takalo? We don't know. I don't want to say anything without knowing, but they're both from Oregon. But Dale Takalo from Napa, and Eli's listed as being from Astoria, so perhaps cousins. They do both wear the number 17. Maybe we'll find out a little bit later on as he's zipping a few in, and we'll give you mine's full line in just a moment as Matthew Schwartz, Jacob Stinson, and Wilson Weber are due up to the plate. 10 in mine through 3 innings of scoreless ball, allowed no runs on no hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He pitched very well through 45 and 25 across the plate. That's 55.6%.
They were helping us a lot, and they're more than just a community bank. They're a community.
So now Cowlitz will try to get something done against the new right-hander. I almost mixed him up. Eli Takalo, 6'4", 190 pounds from Mount Hood Community College, so teammate of our very own Tomah Moresi. As he steps in and tries to make something happen here. So right-hander, big leg kick, slings one right on the outside corner, two-seamer. It is a strike in the count 0-1. And again, standing up there at 6'4", towering presence over there as he skims that slider, misses outside. A lot of movement on that pitch. And the count 1-1. And the amount of lateral spin that comes in on that slider as he missed in with the curveball, count 2-1, would almost slice the ball in half, almost lobotomize the baseball. That's how much spin he's really getting on there as he missed low that time with the change. We've seen 4 different pitches from him, a fastball, slider, curveball, and a changeup. As we now sit at the 3-1 count, he deals. This is hit hard down the line and passes diving Thompson for a base hit. It rolls all the way down the left field line, so Schwartz will dig for second base. The throw is in, not nearly in time. It's a stand-up double for Matthew Schwartz and is welcome back to the lineup. And the Blackbears in business with the runner on second base and nobody out.
Up now, number 18, Jacob Stinson.
All right, so just getting word that the Takalos are brothers. All right, good to know. Yeah, they're both 6'9", 6'4", 190. And sharing the number 17 out here today. First pitch coming up to Jacob Stinson, who walked his first time up, is a ball outside, count 1-0. Cowlitz looking for their first run of the game. They trail by a score of 1-0. A base hit will break the tie. Now the 1-0. Is downstairs and outside Stinson with an excellent eye today. 2 balls and no strikes. The Blackbears coming off a series victory against the Bend Elks on the road. They just got home at around 2:15 last night. The bus arrived here in Longview. But everybody clearly got their rest in as they're out here ready to play. Kelly Austin throwing strikes, and all the batters and fielders look energized and ready to go. Stinson fouls one off. The count now 2-1. And now Cowlitz, again, as I mentioned earlier, with 5 non-league games this week or over the next 7 days as fastball zips on the outside corner from Takalo and the count 2-2. The Blackbears sit at 3-3. They're tied for third with the Portland Pickles for third place in the Southern Division, but they're only 2 games out of first behind the Ridgefield Raptors. 2 balls, 2 strikes coming up against the left-hander. Takalo deals, and his fastball floats a little too high, and they count full now, 3-2. Stinson, a guy the Blackbears are experimenting at the top of their order with. He led off in both victories against Bend and did a nice job there. Went 2 for 4 in that series. Payoff pitch. Swung on and drilled past the second baseman. That'll get some real estate in right for a base hit. They're going to round Schwartz from third and send him home over to second. Not in time. It's a RBI double for Jacob Stinson. And he continues to hit the ball well for Cowlitz. It's all tied up at 1. And Stinson really got a hold of that one right on the barrel. And it rolls a long way on the grass.
Now, number 34,
and that was just enough to get Schwartz in and bring him home as Wilson Weber steps up to the plate. Weber 0 for 1 with a pop out to the second baseman, but now coming up with a runner in scoring position. The orange barrel of the bat matches the orange on the back of the Blackbears jerseys on the numbers, and the count now 1-0. Now Takalo in a jam. And the 1-0 pitch slings a fastball right on the outside corner. And the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Cowlitz with a couple of hits of their own, but both of the extra base variety get themselves a run here, and they're not done yet. There's still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch, jammed him, and this rolls down the first base line. It's going to be picked up by Helm. That'll advance Stinson to 3rd. So a 3 unassisted on the play, but a productive out nonetheless from Wilson Weber. Puts 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning with Johnny Radomski stepping up to the plate.
Now number 8, stepping up, Johnny Radomski.
Radomski walked his first time up. He's got a good batter's eye up there at the plate. Doesn't swing it too many out of the zone, but still looking for that first base knock of this young season. As this could be it as he hits one in the air to left. Steele is there. Tagging is Stinson. No throw. So it's a sacrifice fly for Johnny Radomski, breaking the 1-1 tie, and the Blackbears have come back to take the lead. It's 2-1.
That's a run for the Cowlitz Blackbears.
So new pitcher comes in, and Cowlitz take full advantage as they put a couple on the board.
Yeah,
And
right,
Case
up now, number
Ogata
25, Case Ogata.
will get a chance up with the bases empty and 2 down. He flied out to the first baseman in foul territory his first time as he takes one low and outside, and the count 1-0. Cowlitz coming into the game hitting just 188, but really starting to pick up offensively. The strikeouts were a big bugaboo for them to start the season, and they've cut down on them drastically as Ogata takes the curveball for a strike, 1-1. I like the intensity that Takalo has. Putting the glove in front of his face, very Andy Pettit-esque. As he misses high and outside. I believe I have 2-1. The scoreboard says 3-0. And the next pitch to Ogata. That's a strike right in there. So we'll put it as a 3-1 count now. 3 balls, 1 strike. And next one to Ogata, drilled through the hole on the right side and into right field for a base hit. So Ogata, showing off his barreling ability, picks up his first hit as a Black Bear here in the 2021 season.
Up now, number 12.
Nice little liner to the opposite field. Never hurt anyone offensively as Jace Bailey comes up. He struck out his first trip, but now against a new pitcher in Eli Takalo. So Ogata about 9 feet off the bag at first base. Bailey looking to keep this inning going. First pitch to him is hit high in the air to center field. Teague running back on it and just catches it at the track for the final out of the inning as Bailey sends that one a long way. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left aboard for Cowlitz. Actually on 3 hits, no 1 left aboard, and we are done with 4 innings. The Blackbears have taken the lead 2-1 on the Nighthawks as we head into the top of the 5th with Northwest coming to bat. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO.
And Hamer Electric.
Well, now Kelly Austin will get to pitch with a lead for the first time in this ball game. He'll come up against Quandrice Teague, Cy Steele, and Luke Staton as he's kept his pitch count nice and tidy down there at 57-36. Have gone for strikes. Let's just go view Kelly Austin's full line. Why not so far today? Across 4 innings, he surrendered just 1 earned run on 3 hits, 3 walks, 1 hit batter, and 3 strikeouts. 63.2% of his pitches have gone over the plate. And Quadrice Teague was hit by a pitch his first time up. Austin not with his best command on that one, but has come back and really been dialed in since that first inning. Now, of course, he hit Teague not in the first, as that was back in the second inning. But Austin really dialed in nonetheless, and he'll be tasked with protecting this one-run lead.
61, Quadrice Teague.
First pitch to Teague is a little bit outside with the fastball on the count 1-0. A little bit of a quiet evening here as the 1-0 comes in, and that's a fastball at the knees for a strike, count 1-1. Decent-sized crowd out here at David Story Field, especially for a Thursday evening affair. People all over the bleachers and the grandstands behind home plate, and of course down the left field line as well. As the 1-1 off speed misses low, 2 balls and 1 strike. But the crowd just relaxing and watching their Cowlitz Blackbears take a 2-1 lead here and try to protect it. As the count now 2-1, Austin gets a swing and a miss. Teague right through that one as the count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're here at David Story Field, Lower Columbia College. The Blackbears in the first game of a 2-game set against the Northwest Stars Nighthawks. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Strike 3. Burley fields it in the dirt, fires to first to send Teague down after the drop third strike, and will put him away. That's K number 4 for Kelly Austin, his 11th of the season. So with 1 away, here's Cy Steele. He's 1 for 2. He was the 10th strikeout victim of the season for Austin. Again, very smooth delivery, very repeatable. As that fastball right down the middle for a strike, but Steele must have been sitting something else as the count 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball is tapped right to the on-deck circle. Oh, what a play that time by Luke Staten. You don't expect good glove plays over there on the on-deck circle, but he let go of the bat with his dominant hand and was able to pick that one up in his batting glove. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. He deals. Down and away, try to get him to chase. And we'll go with a 1-ball, 2-strike count now coming up to the leadoff man for the Nighthawks. This is his 3rd trip up. He has a base hit and has scored a run. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kelly Austin. Sends Steele down swinging, and there's now 2 down in the top of the 5th.
On the mound right now is number 19, Kelly Austin.
So now Luke Staten up. He has not had to swing the bat. He struck out looking and walked. Has also made a couple of nice plays over at shortstop. Austin looking for a second 1-2-3 inning of the ball game, and really his first true one, as the first time he went and sent him down 1-2-3. He did issue a walk to start things off, as that first pitch is strike, count 0-1, but then was able to pick off the base runner that he allowed. So no balls, 1 strike. Austin kicks, fires, and misses downstairs with the fastball. Burley has a tip off his glove, and the count 1-1. Still no action in the Cowlitz bullpen, so you'd imagine Austin will come out for the 6th, which would be excellent for the Blackbears, as they did not have a day off after yesterday's doubleheader, and again, they burned 7 pitchers in that second game. As his line up the middle, off Austin's glove, diving stop by Fung, picks it up, fires to first. Going to be a little late though, but a good stop by the second baseman nonetheless. That's going to go as an infield single, and the Nighthawks stay alive here in the top of the 5th inning with a base hit.
Nighthawks number 64, Travis Helm.
So now we get another look at Travis Helm. Helm 0 for 2, struck out swinging and grounded out to Matthew Schwartz. Austin had a chance to make a play on that, but you can't blame him for not making that catch. That was hit a little over to his left side. He did get his glove on it, but it was hit so hard it went through. Now Austin fires over to first, got a nice pickoff move, nothing doing there. And Helm still waiting for his first pitch of his 3rd at-bat. Burley sets up outside. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. They really don't have many answers for that Austin fastball on the count now 0-1. One thing I really like about this Cowlitz team is everyone in the dugout is always up on that top step. Energized behind their teammates. They get very excited when they succeed and pick everybody up if they make a mistake. 0-1. Curveball. Did he go? Yes, he did. And a swing and a miss by Helm. The count now, no balls and 2 strikes. It's now 0-2. Austin looking to strike out the side. He's got a man on first base in Luke Staten. But a nice little liner up the middle. Stopped by Matty Fung, but was able to beat it out. See if he goes to the slider here, 0-2. Kicks, fires, slider, he got him, strike 3. Kelly Austin catches Helm window shopping on the outside corner and strikes out the side here in the top of the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left aboard. We're halfway through here at David Story Field. Blackbears 2, Nighthawks 1, heading into the bottom of the 5th with Cowlitz coming to bat. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball on YouTube and KEDO.
Fiber Family Wednesdays. Home team
Bottom of the 5th inning, Burley, Martinez, Fung all coming up for the Blackbears. Trying to extend their 2-1 lead as we are now halfway through this contest at David Story Field. Another inning for Takalo as he winds, fires. Burley squares around, but pulls it back. It was a curveball taken to strike anyway in the count 0-1. The Blackbears looking to win back-to-back games for the 2nd time this year. As the 0-1 comes in, and it's slung outside, misses low, and the count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Burley. Burley with a Kelly green bat that would perfectly match the Blackbears' green jerseys. But today, looks really good with the motif, adding the green to the Blackbears uniform as he fouls one toward the on-deck circle. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So again, everybody on the edge of the dugout for Cowlitz. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the number 8 hitter, Jacob Burley, as Takala looks to pitch a clean bottom of the 5th. He deals. Curveball up and inside. Like the idea from Takalo there, trying to front door him, but you can't do so when you release a little too far up, and that's exactly what happened there. Stares straight up. Kicks the 2-2. Swung on and slices that one foul. That ball came off his bat like golf ball off my driver when I try to hit out there on the course, slicing all over the place. And the count even at 2-2. Next one, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Burley is down on strikes. That inside fastball fooled him a little bit, and he is down for out number 1. Here's Nathan Martinez, who is 0 for 1 with a ground out, a sharp one to the 3rd baseman, Jack Thompson.
Don't forget, we get a home run out of one of our Bears tonight. With any purchase tomorrow at Grocery Outlet, free case of bottled water.
So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left for the Blackbears. They've been efficient with their base runners as the Northwest Stars Nighthawks are 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and 5 left as the first pitch curve is in for a strike count 0-1 to Martinez. Martinez still looking for his first hit as a Blackbear. As the 0-1 delivered and misses high and outside. Popped the glove, but missed his spot. And we'll sit at a 1-1 count here at the bottom of the 5th inning. And yet again, the Blackbears are in a 1-run contest. They're hoping that the game doesn't end that way. They could break that streak, because this is lined over the head of the shortstop, staying in well into left for a base hit. So Martinez barrels one up, pulls that baseball, and gets himself his first hit as a Cowlitz Black Bear.
The Bears are warmed up and ready for a fight now.
So now 1 on, 1 away for Matty Fung, who's been making some plays in the field and now looking to drop one for a base hit in today's game. 0 for 2, a flyout and a ground out. First pitch to the lefty. Down and away. Tried to start him with the off speed and missed. Count 1-0. So we don't know too much about Martinez, but we'll learn a lot based off what they have him do over at first base. He does have that sliding mitt on his left hand, which 9 out of 10 times means that guy's a base stealer. Takalo just peeking over. Now the 1-0 to Fung. That's a fastball low and inside, and Matty takes an 0-2 count. Or rather, whoa, a 2-0 count. There we go. Fung's parents are here today, and I met them before the contest. They say that they're very excited to see him play. Up here, long drive from California, as Fung cannot check his swing completely in the count 2-1. They come from Foster City, California. And they'll be up for all 5 home games of this homestand. So we're happy that they're here, and they are frequent listeners on KEDO AM and viewers on our YouTube page. So we thank them very much for doing that. Of course, they can't hear me because they're here at the ballpark. So 2 balls, 1 strike coming up as they check on Martinez over there. Takalo comes set, peeks back over, kicks, delivers. The 2-1 is inside. He went around on the swing, but the pitch gets away from Cobb. That's going to go as a pass ball as that hit his glove. So the count 2-2 as Fung with a couple of long check swings. But a runner on second base, another in scoring position for Cowlitz. And for the Black Bears, hitting with runners in scoring position has been an issue this season, but today 1 for 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. The pitch. Swung on and chopped over to second. Fung off to the races. They flip it over to the first baseman in time, so Masterson to Helm record the out, but Martinez gets over to third, a productive out. There's now 2 down here in the 5th.
Up now, number 4, Matt Schwartz.
So Schwartz up 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a double. And Schwartz also came around to score. First pitch, swing and a miss, as that off-speed pitch danced on the inside edge, and the count 0-1. Waiting on deck is Jacob Stinson. He's driven in one of the 2 Black Bears runs batted in today's affair. Potential third run just 90 feet from home as the 0-1 comes in. Curveball perfectly placed on the outside corner, and Schwartz has dug himself a hole. He's down 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. He deals. And that slider slithers a little too far down and outside, so we'll go with the 1-2 coming up. A lot of good baseball being played here at David Story Field, especially historically. So many great players and coaches have come through. You think of the Jack Rileys, the Ed Chefs of the world, many, many more as well. And now this Cowlitz Black Bears team looking to pick up that torch as Schwartz swings and misses and is down on strikes for the final out of the inning. But the Black Bears score no runs, but 1 hit, and it came off the bat of Martinez. No errors and 1 left aboard. 5 innings in the books as we head into the top of the 6th inning with the Black Bears leading 2-0 and the Northwest Stars Nighthawks coming to bat. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball right here on the Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball Radio Network, KEDO, and YouTube. Back in action here in the top of the 6th inning. Thompson, Camp, Cobb all due up. That is 6, 7, and 8. For the Nighthawks, as Kelly Austin back out there for inning number 6 of work. And now some guys starting to stretch in the outfield, or rather in left field, the home team bullpen. So maybe Austin can even go 7 today. We'll see what he does here in this inning. Thompson, 1 for 2 with a base hit and a flyout, has driven in the only run for the Nighthawks today. And Austin has been dominant today, especially after that first inning where he had the lone hiccup, surrendering the 1 run on the 2 hits. Misses low here. That's pitch 73. And the count now 1 ball and no strikes to the left-handed hitting Thompson. Thompson from Lewis and Clark. College from Melbray, California. 6 foot and 205 pounds as he takes one off the plate, 2-0. Goes with a no batting gloves look. He also has a shin guard on the right leg as Austin comes set. Fastball hit in the air over on the left side. Martinez battling the fence, springs off of it. Oh, and makes the catch in play. What a catch by Nathan Martinez, making sure he was oriented, knew where the wall was, and then used that momentum, or rather counter momentum, to push himself off the fence and make the catch for out number 1.
Up now, number 6.
Welcome to the team, Nathan Martinez. So 1 away. Here's Ryan Camp. He's 0 for 2. Fly out over on the right side and a grounder to Matthew Schwartz. Austin looking to continue to dominate Camp today as the first pitch of fastball is skimmed back and into the netting behind home plate. Count 0-1. Unusual wind here for David Story Field, actually blowing out towards left field. Left center, really. Usually, you'll see it blowing towards right field from left to right in the outfield, and it kills a lot of line drives and fly balls that go to left and left center. It's the 0-1, swing and a miss from the curveball, and Austin really pulling the string on that one. He's ahead 0-2. So now no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is still empty. We're really zooming here at David Story Field. Game only an hour and 18 minutes old. Now the 0-2 goes back to the curve, but did not get the swing from Camp as that was outside. Count 1-2. One-two from Austin is foul back. Ooh, nearly hits that pole over there. That could have caused a bit of a dangerous ricochet, but nothing doing there. So we're good to go with the 1-2 count. Base is still empty as base runners have been at a premium today for the Nighthawks. Not a lot of traffic for Austin and company to worry about. Now the 1-2. Curveball swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Kelly Austin. And another drop third strike, though, as that pitch is too filthy to catch, honestly. Throw from Burley to first, nice and easy, and there's 2 down here in the top of the 6th. So now Jacob Cobb up 0 for 2, a couple of groundouts. And yeah, if he can stay this efficient, bring him back out for the 7th. But it all starts with getting Cobb out here and getting another 1-2-3 inning. First pitch from Austin misses low, count 1-0. Kelly Austin currently in a very nice stretch out here on the mound. And he is retired 3 in a row. 1-0. Trails inside with the fastball. 2 balls and no strikes coming up. Give you your weather report here. David Story Field, we're sitting at a cool 63 degrees. No precipitation upcoming, and we should have a nice game tomorrow night as temperatures in the high 70s. So that's going to be a gorgeous Saturday night evening. You won't want to miss that right here at David Story Field. As Austin misses inside, count 3 balls and no strikes. You can pick up your tickets at CowlitzBlackbears.com. 3-0 from Austin. Fastball, there it is on the black on the inside. Count now 3-1 to Jacob Cobb. So little unorthodox get me over pitch as he didn't want to give him a cookie down the middle. Caught that inside corner. Now the 3-1. It's grounded over to short. Picked up by Schwartz on the second hop. Fire sidearm to first on the run and makes the play for the final out of the inning. So another 1, 2, 3 for Austin. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left to board. 5.5 in the books. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Blackbears up 2-1, looking for more when they come to bat on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to Blackbears Baseball on YouTube and KEDO.
Okay. This is a warm-up night for BCom.
Bottom of the 6th inning in the heart of the Cowlitz order, all due up, and Jacob Stinson, Wilson Weber, and Johnny Radomski. Stinson 1 for 1 with a walk and a double, RBI double. He's also come around to score a run, so a big-time addition so far for Cowlitz this season. And, yeah, the more bats, the merrier. Righty-lefty, Takalo against Stinson. First pitch is down and inside for a ball 1-0. That was Takalo's 40th pitch. He has thrown 23 strikes. The pitch count for Kelly Austin very tidy at 85, 54 strikes. But an arm warming up in the bullpen, that's Carter Sutton. New addition, actually just got here today as Stinson takes a strike 1-1. Yeah, I was there in the office when Sutton got his jersey. And I told him, hey, Carter, I bet you. Oh, no, I said, hey, Carter, I bet you I can guess your height and weight. He's like, wait, really? As Stinson swings and misses in the count 1-2. I said, yeah, man, you are 6'3" and 170 pounds. He said, dude, how did you know? I said, it's right in front of me on the roster. And he's like, actually, the weight's wrong. I'm 165. I said, okay. So we fixed that. So we'll get our first look at him as he's really ripping it over there in the bullpen. 1-2 to Stinson. Takes a fastball high, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stinson, again, joined us on the road in Bend. He and Dawson Martin, teammates, and then we're roommates on the road at the hotel. Pitch missed inside, fastball, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now coming up to Jacob Stinson. Yeah, Bend really put us up in a nice spot. The Pepper Tree was a Best Western over there. It was gorgeous, right by the river. Bend, everybody was telling me it was beautiful. They were spot on. They were right as Stinson skies one into shallow right center field. Almost a Bermuda Triangle forming, but Quadrice Teague races in to make the catch and put him away for out number 1. So 1 down, Wilson Weber comes up. He's 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out.
Now our designated hitter, number 34, Wilson Wheels Weber.
Weber with a lot of pop for a young kid.
So when was that?
Headed to Oregon State, hails from Gresham, Oregon, as he takes a strike on the outside, count 0-1. So yeah, given the intensity in which Sutton is warming up in the pen, you imagine Kelly Austin's day is probably done as the 0-1 slider misses down and away. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. And nobody warming for the Nighthawks, so it'll be Takalo probably this inning and the next one. 1-1 is a fastball strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the DH for Cowlitz. The Blackbears scored a season-high 7 runs in their last game. And are looking to carry that offensive momentum here, but they're going to have to wait for another batter as Weber is down on strikes looking on the outside corner. There's 2 away.
Number 8, Johnny Radomski.
So Johnny Radomski steps up 0 for 0. No official at bat, but a walk and a sac fly for him today. Takalo deals, and Radomski slams one foul above the dugout of the Nighthawks, and the count 0-1. Now the 0-1, Radomski swings right through the off speed, falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. So after Takalo's 4th inning, he's really settled down. He gave up those 2 runs. And then in the 5th, he's looked a lot better. And now here in the 6th as well. Just the 1 hit in the last inning, nothing doing this time as Radomski takes one way inside. I thought it hit him, but it clearly didn't, as he didn't even act like it did. 1-2 coming up to Radomski again. Still looking for his first hit of the season. And the next one pops the glove, but missed off the plate. 2-2. Actually, Radomski did have a hit in the game against Ridgefield, but none in league play. And none in a while. It's deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Johnny fouls one off himself. And we'll keep it at 2-2. Radomski getting a vote of confidence from hitting coach Aaron Matthews. You hear him from the third base coaching box. Over at first base coaching for the Blackbears is Shane McCarroll. And of course, pitching coach Corey Keir. And Brian Burris, the manager. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Takalo kicks, shallow leg kick, delivers. Ooh, look out. Well, that one hit Radomski. He hit him with a curveball. So he'll trot his way on to first base. No 1-2-3 for Takalo as Case Ogata steps up, and he had an absolutely solid single his last time up.
Right now it's Case Ogata.
Ogata, a big right-handed hitter. Back here with the Blackbears. First pitch is crushed down over in the shortstop third base hole for a base hit. So Ogata now 2 for 3. He has 2 of his team's 5 hits today, and he's really barreled them up well.
Up now, number 12, Jace Bailey from Boise State.
So now we'll get Jace Bailey for the 3rd time. A strikeout and a hard liner to center field that Quadrice Teague was able to get a good beat on. Comes up with 2 on and 2 out. Chance to knock in some more. First pitch to him is a fast, changeup on the outside. There we go. Count 1-0. Changeup making me change my mind there. Lefty righty. Bailey again switch hitter, batting from the left-handed batter's box as this one is lined right at Thompson, who makes the catch for the final out of the inning. The Blackbears, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left aboard, 6 in the books, heading into the top of the 7th. Cowlitz up 2-1, and the Nighthawks coming to bat. You are tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO, 99.1 FM and 1400 AM, KEDO, Longview. We'll be right back. New arm out there. Ooh, let's make myself a little louder. There we go. New guy coming out here, Carter Sutton. Pitched for Bellevue College this season. Made 3 appearances, couple saves, 7 innings, struck out 10 with a perfect 0.00 ERA. So like what we're seeing out of him so far, he also had 12.9 strikeouts per 9 innings. So good work for Carter Sutton, and even better for Kelly Austin. He pitched masterfully through his 6 innings, had another good start. Another 6-inning start. We're allowing just 1 run, so he's only allowed 2 runs in 12 total innings this season. Today, the 1 run was earned on 4 hits, 3 walks, 1 hit batter, and 7 strikeouts. Kelly Austin, again, dominant on the mound. 85 pitches, 63.5 for strikes on the percentage.
Go Bears.
So now Sutton makes his Black Bears debut. Stands at 6'3", only 165 pounds, so a slim guy, but you see him out there, he's throwing pretty hard.
Now you're getting that. Go Bears.
And he'll face off against Brett Joner. Or Joner, there we go. Brett Joner, Mason Masterson, and Quadrice T.
Up now is number 60, Brett Joner.
Joner, 1-for-2, a flyout and a base hit for him. Sutton, right-handed pitcher, stands tall, holds the glove right below his neck, kicks high, and the pitch is on the ground over towards the right side and through for a base hit. So Joner, with a pair of base knocks in today's game, puts a man aboard to lead things off.
The Daily News is your go-to newspaper in Cowlitz County, also a proud...
So with the runner on first and nobody out,
News and notices at
here comes Mason Masterson, 0-for-1 with a walk and a flyout. Right-hander comes set, delivers, and this is hit hard but foul. Ooh, off of the first base coach's hands. That's going to go as an first base coach for him. Not going to like that on the side of his baseball card. I'm very critical of base coaches' fielding, because I think that they deserve gold gloves just like everybody else. You see some spectacular plays every once in a while from base coaches as a hard fastball from Austin hits the outside corner in the count 0-2. And I'm just joking around with their first base coach. That was a tough play on a hop. 0-2 coming up with nobody out, top of the 7th inning. Black Bears with a slim 2-1 lead. Now warming up in the pen is James Bradwell. 0-2. It's hit hard down the line off the end of the bat, but again in foul territory.
That number 62 out there, Cy Steele.
So we'll keep it at a no ball, 2-strike count. Blackbears looking for a double play ball. They turned 3 in game 1 of the doubleheader in Bend yesterday. As the 0-2 down and outside with the fastball. That was definitely a little low, near the shins of Masterson. Still ahead though. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Long pause as Sutton waits for it. And that one's down and outside, 2-2. That was Sutton's 5th pitch. He has 3 strikes in there, looking to put away Masterson for his first out as a Cowlitz Black Bear in the 2021 season. And the Vancouver, Washington native delivers curveball. Oh, he got him. Strike 3. Masterson took a little too long a look at that one, and is down on strikes for out number 1. So here's Quadrice Teague stepping up to the plate. 0-for-1. He was hit by a pitch, and he also struck out. First offering is low and inside, off the glove of Burley. That's going to go as a wild pitch as Joner. No wild pitch. All right, it's another hit by pitch for Teague. So Teague is getting a couple bruises out there, but he'll take getting on base for sure. As now Cy Steele steps up, a good run-scoring opportunity for the Northwest Stars Nighthawks. Steele 1-for-3, couple of Ks and a base hit. Struck out 2 times against Kelly Austin. Burley sitting up outside. This team needs a ground ball, and they get a foul ball into the netting. Count 0-1. And again, the Blackbears trying to shake off that one run dust here. Every league game they've played has been decided by just a single man crossing the plate, and would like to be a little bit more comfortable towards the end of the game, but right now it's all about stopping them and keeping this a one-run lead as Sutton pounds the outside corner in the count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Sutton shakes one off. Now agrees with the second sign that he gets. Starts with his left foot close to the first base bag. Pitches from the first base side of the rubber. Checks back at the runner on second base. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and grounded, but off of Teague's foot, so he is out. And now Cy Steele goes over to first. So Steele's got a base hit. Joner over to third. It's a single, and the Blackbears catch a break as Teague is out by getting hit with the ball.
Well, there you go. Number 63 up now, Luke.
And 2 down here in the top of the 7th, and I think they're going to send the runner back to second base. So Joner goes to second.
The Roof Doctor family
Teague is out because he was hit by the ball. And the putout goes, I believe, to the second baseman, Matty Fung. So Steele on first. And Joner on second base now with Luke Staten up to the plate. Yeah, you go to the ballpark, you'll see something you've never seen before. And that one just off the tip of his cleat. As, geez, Teague can't avoid getting hit today. He's been hit at the plate twice and now once in the field. My goodness. Hope the trainer's got ice in there. First pitch is downstairs. The back pick throw to second, not in time as Schwartz able to pick it up. Count now 1-0. And we'll take this opportunity here to, well, hopefully if we can get there. I'd like to bounce around the West Coast League, but something's going on with their point streak site. Yeah, another one, 5:02 error. All right, we'll try something new. Another time through. 1-0 coming up to Luke Staten. Let's see if Twitter's got any scores for us for them. And the next pitch from Sutton, curveball. Missed high and outside, 2-0. He's now thrown 13 pitches, 7 have gone for strikes. Waiting on deck is number 64, Travis Helm, the first baseman. They like to get him up there with 2 men on. And the next pitch to Staten. Yanks it down and away. Sutton didn't look very comfortable delivering that pitch. Knew it was off. The count now 3 balls and no strikes as Bradwell continues to warm up in the pen. I don't think Bradwell appeared in a game in Bend. But we got him on our interview, so I believe his interview will be up there on YouTube in our lifestyle series over there on the road with the Blackbears. First episode featuring James Bradwell as the fastball is right down Main Street for a strike, does its job at the count now 3-1. Fans here at David Story Field seeming to enjoy the wonderful picnicky atmosphere. As the 3-1, low ball 4, so the base is now loaded for Travis Helm, the 3-hitter. And we do have a score from out of town.
Throughout Southwest Washington.
The Walla Walla Sweets lead their game 4-0, and the Yakima Valley Pippins are all tied up with the Ridgefield Raptors 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th.
This is one of the get close to your last chances to get.
So that's all I got, those 2 games. And of course this one, the Blackbears up 2-1, but the base is loaded with 2 away, and they have to get out Travis Helm, who's 0 for 3, so he might be due. Couple of strikeouts on the outside of a ground out. So now it's time for Sutton to make some pitches. Perfectly even through 16, 8 balls, 8 strikes. And Sutton's first pitch on the way. It's tapped over to third. This will get him out of the inning. Picked up by Ogata, stamps on the bag, and retires him for the final out of the inning. So Sutton bends but does not break as we get through the top of the 7th inning scoreless. No runs in the inning on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left aboard. It's stretch time here at David Story Field, but we'll step aside in the bottom of the 7th. Blackbears leading 2-1 on the Nighthawks and coming to bat. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball on YouTube and KEDO. Well, after a little take me out to the ball game, the Nighthawks have taken out their man Eli Takalo. And Josh Carter playing on my heartstrings, playing a little She Talks to Angels from the masterpiece from the Black Crowes, Shake Your Moneymaker. What a tune that he's got going. I think it's track number 8, if I'm not mistaken. He could be correcting me, but I think that's what it is. Jacob Burley, Nathan Martinez, and Matty Fung all coming up to the plate against Myers. So we'll close the book on the Nighthawks Takalo, and he pitched pretty well. Takalo, through 3 innings, allowed 2 runs, both earned on 5 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Did hit a batter. Through 58 pitches, through 34 strikes, that's 58.6%.
Burley from Brown, our catcher.
Jacob Burley 0 for 2, flyout and a strikeout. And Myers, a right-hander throwing from the extreme third base side of the rubber. Stands at 5'11", 165 pounds, from Western Oregon. And hails from Eugene, Oregon. Takes one inside, count 1-0 on Jacob Burley. Well, Burley's got some pop. Still trying to get down and get into a nice rhythm here this season as he takes one low, 2-0. The Blackbears lead it 2-1. They scored 2 in the 4th. That's it. The Northwest Stars Nighthawks scored just 1 in the 1st. Myers sets near the belt. Sidewinder delivers. Swing and a miss by Jacob Burley. And the count now 2 balls and 1 strike from Myers. Myers, a sidewinder, reminding me of a major league pitcher, Mike Myers, another sidearm pitcher, although he's a left-hander. I actually attended his 800th game when he was a member of the New York Yankees. Now he's back over in the Bronx. 161st and River Ave over there. That was at the old stadium. It was a 2-1, 2-seam in for a strike. And the count now 2-2. Now sidearmers will oftentimes throw a 2-seam fastball. They get that extra spin and it really zips inside against right-handed pitchers. And it's another pitch that they can have that breaks away from lefties. Now the 2-2. Tapper over to short. Off a high hop, Staten grabs it, fires to first, and retires Helm for out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Here is Nathan Martinez. Martinez 1 for 2 with a ground out, a base hit, and has made a gorgeous play at third base earlier on a pop-up. So a big welcome to the team for him, his first home game. And the pitch to the right-hander down the middle, but was only able to get a small piece of it. Dribbles foul towards the on-deck circle. Matty Fung picks it up, and the count 0-1 to him quickly. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow on YouTube and KEDO AM or FM 99.1, whichever one you prefer, or streaming online at kdoam.com to get the Blackbears finish off their series against the Northwest Stars Nighthawks. That'll be at 6:35 p.m. as this another one grounded to short. Picked up by Staten and another delivery to first base. Nice and easy play. Puts him down for out number 2. 2 up, 2 ground balls to short, and 2 outs as Matty Fung back up there. Fung 0 for 3, fly out, and a couple of ground outs.
So why don't you make some noise to show them how much you love Matty Fung. Welcome, Mom and Dad, to Story Field. We love you.
So Fung the lefty against the right-hander Myers. The first time he's had to face a left-handed batter so far this inning. And he plants that pitch outside but misses for a ball, 1-0. And yeah, sidewinding lefties, you almost have to throw the ball outside. Or rather, sidewinding righties almost have to throw outside of lefties as that caught a lot of plate. It's fouled away. And the count 1-1. And that's because when you deliver it sidearm, the lefty has a long time to see that pitch because it's extended from the side instead of from up top. And then the breaking pitches also have a long way to go. So now the 1-1 pitch coming up. And that's inside. Slithers in with the 2-seam, and the count now 1-2 to Fung. Bottom 7, 2 outs. Blackbears up 2-1. Bases empty here. Fung looking to get a hit in front of his parents here who are visiting today. 1-2 pitch is inside. Does a little Dance Dance Revolution move to get his feet out of the way. And now Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Myers kicks, delivers 2-2, and spoils that one. Fouled into the netting again. Still keep it at 2-2 count as they're trying to make Myers work. He's now at 12 pitches, and 5 of them have come against Matty Funk. Lights are on here at David Story Field. The sun is still out, but starting to set over in left as the curveball is punched right to Jack Thompson on a line, and that sends Fung down for the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard. 1-2-3 inning for Myers as we head to the top of the 8th. Blackbears lead by 1 and the Nighthawks coming to bat. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO.
Tomorrow is Rally Town.
I'm there. Sorry about that. You can finish the break, though. My mistake. I was talking to our video guy. No. That's on me. You can keep the break going, though. We'll be ready after that. Yeah, that's fine. Bit of a longer break as James Bradwell taking to warm-up tosses. Also having a quick conversation with our TV producer, Sam Mosier, who's doing a great job coming down here from Ridgefield. In for Justin Ford as the first pitch from Bradwell is outside. Count 1-0. Bradwell has made 3 appearances this season, or has pitched 3 innings. He's faced 11 batters, struck out 6, allowed 1 hit, hit 1 batter, but that's it. No earned runs. So Bradwell wheeling and dealing as the count now 2-0. Against the lefty Jack Thompson, who's 1 for 3 with a couple flyouts and a single. Now Bradwell takes something off and lays a fastball in for a strike count 2-1. Bradwell has a fastball that sits at 91 to 93 but can top out at an astounding 95 miles an hour, which drives batters absolutely ballistic at the plate trying to catch up to him. Count 3-1 as he misses low. Also has a slider curve and an occasional changeup. And one of the big tall guys on this roster coming out of the pen as he misses down an in ball 4. So 5 pitches, 1 walk, and puts a man aboard in the top of the 8th. Bradwell at 6'5", 230 pounds from the University of British Columbia, and he hails from Roberts Creek, BC, up there above the border. So Ryan Camp up 0 for 3. Fly. I didn't look quite as short standing next to him. It's the 0-1. On the barrel, but fouled, and the count now no balls and 2 strikes. We're here in the top of the 8th inning. Cowlitz with a 2-1 lead over the Northwest Stars Nighthawks as the twilight sky begins to cascade over David Story Field. No balls, 2 strikes. Bradwell bouncing back well after issuing a walk. Short leg kick, fires, fastball. This is grounded to Fung, could be 2. Picked up on a hop, only has 1 play, so was going to lob it to first and send down Camp for the first out of the inning. A productive out for Ryan Camp as he pushes Thompson over towards second base, but the Blackbears will take it to get it out on the board and send up Jacob Cobb, who's been nothing but consistent today at the plate. 0 for 3 2 ground outs to short and 1 to third. So he's pulled the ball and hit it on the ground every single time. So Bradwell holds the ball down below his waist while he gets the signs as Burley sets up away. First pitch, fastball right in there for a strike. And the count 0-1. Bradwell, 9 pitches, 5 strikes. Another runner in scoring position for the Nighthawks, though. They did strand 3. It's 1 inning prior. And today are 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Here's the 0-1. Is a fastball a little low that time as Dave Crane shakes his head no. So the count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, Corby walking around with, looks like a plunger. I don't know what he's doing there. Corby's hilarious over here. You got to come see him tomorrow night. It's going to be nice and sunny. And look out, Bradwell plunks Cobb. You could tell that curveball slipped right out of his hand. That's the 3rd hit batter in this ball game from Cowlitz pitching, but it was unintentional, but that's not necessarily the worst thing they could have done now as first base filled up and the ground ball double play back in effect. Brett Joner steps up. He's got a couple of hits today, though. 2 singles to the right side, 1 on the ground, 1 on a line, and he's also flied out to left field. And Bradwell kicks, fires, fastball. Ooh, was way late on that. As that finds a hole in the, actually no, went right next to the dugout. And the count 0-1 off the tough foul ball. So Joner super late that time. So that ball almost went completely sideways off his bat. 2 on, 1 away, top 8. Bradwell looking to hold on here for the Blackbears. Kicks, delivers the next one. This is ground to short, could be 2. Schwartz picks it up on the side, shuffles to second for 1. They don't beat him. They're going to say Fung didn't get to second in time. So no out on the play, Gunnar Gunnarsson says over there. And now the base is loaded, and Bradwell not happy about that. So that goes down as a fielder's choice. And everyone's safe on the play. So Cowlitz in a big pickle here. Mason Masterson up 0 for 2, walked, fly out, strikeout. And now the Blackbears, it looks like they're going to need a K right now. Bradwell's the guy that can do it, though. 6 on the season, misses up and in the count 1-0.
Up now 62, Cy Steele.
And the righty Masterson with a chance to bust this game wide open. They got the corners playing in. They'll leave the middle infielders back for the double play ball. 1-0. Skips in front of the plate. Good block by Burley. And no advancement for Martinez. I think Bradwell's gripping the ball a little bit too tight on the last 2. So he falls behind in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Long set, 2-0. Fastball, high chopper, this could be 2. Over to second for 1, sidearm to first, they got him! Double play for the Cowlitz Blackbears, the 6-3. And once again, the bullpen for the Blackbears bends but does not break. No runs in the inning on no hits, no errors, and 3 left aboard yet again for the Northwest Stars Nighthawks. We head into the bottom of the 8th. Cowlitz up 2-1, looking to add some insurance runs before heading into the 9th. You're tuned in to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO. It is Sweet Caroline time here at David Story Field as Dylan Myers warms up for another inning of work. He'll face Matthew Schwartz, Jacob Stinson, and Wilson Weber as Cowlitz look to add a couple insurance runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning
I can always tell how well
to try and avoid another one-run ball game. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a one-run ball game as long as you come out with the one more run than the other team.
Matthew Schwartz.
So the Northwest Stars Nighthawks sticking with their righty side armor as he pounds the outside corner for a strike, count 0-1. Schwartz 1 for 3, a double sandwiched between a couple of strikeouts. As this one is tapped foul over into the Cowlitz dugout.
Maybe it's time for a little.
And the count now 0-2 to Schwartz. Schwartz has kept his average at 333, going 1 for 3 today. He was 4 for 12 heading into the contest. And the 0-2. Punched foul back into the netting. No balls and 2 strikes. Another arm warming up for Cowlitz, a righty. And it looks like it's Keegan Wright who earned the victory yesterday. They're going to turn to him to close this one out. 0-2. Swung ahead of the shortstop Satan and into left for a base hit. So Schwartz with a multi-hit game here. That's the 6th of the contest for the Blackbears.
All I needed was a little encouragement.
As Jacob Stinson will step up.
All right, up now, number 18, Jacob Stinson.
So Stinson 1 for 2, flied out, walked, and doubled. The starting pitching and the pitching in general for Cowlitz, again, superb today. Only the 1 run allowed in the first inning and then all 0 since then. As Cowlitz then were able to help Kelly Austin out with 2 runs up in the 4th. First pitch to Stinson, lays down a bunt, but it goes foul. Over on the left side, trickling towards the on-deck circle of the Blackbears. The count 0-1. Matthew Schwartz with a little speed as a middle infielder. See what they have for him coming up with. They did try to bunt him over with Stinson. But he might have the wheels to swipe second anyway. No bunt this time as he takes the fastball inside for a strike. And Myers continuing to pound the zone. Of his 19 pitches, 15 across the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on first. Not really holding him over too much as Myers just take a couple quick looks. Helms is there, though. After a long pause, there he goes. Next one, swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, not in time. So they get the strikeout on the play. But Matthew Schwartz in at second with a stolen base.
34.
So 1 down, runner in scoring position. Here is Wilson Weber, 0 for 3.
Wilson,
Fly out, ground out, strikeout.
Weber.
And Josh Carter loves to try to hype up Wilson Weber up there. I think it's because he's got a nickname. But he hits well at home. Both his extra base hits have come at David Story Field. It's the first pitch to him. Ooh, he's out in front of that curveball, swing and a miss in the count 0-1 to Weber. And today, Cowlitz 1 for 5 with the runners in scoring position. Another opportunity right here with the cleanup man Weber at the plate. 0-1 is a ball low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike coming up to Wilson. So Schwartz got a base hit, absolutely tattooed one over Staten's head, and then was able to swipe second. Takes that ground ball double play out of there. As the 1-1 comes in. Swung on and grounded over towards shortstop. Picked up by Staten. A long throw. Weber hustling, but they beat him by a step. They move Schwartz to third. It's a 6-4 or 6-3 ground out, my mistake. 4 out number 2 as Johnny Radomski comes up.
All right, number 8 now, Johnny Radomski.
And Radomski making his 4th plate appearance, but still looking for his first at bat. He's walked, been hit by a pitch, and drove in a run on a sac fly. Righty-righty matchup. As again, Cowlitz looking to add to their lead here. That's a strike right on the outside corner. Coming from Myers. Good-looking fastball, and the count now 0-1. Myers, short kick, delivery, high tapper, right behind Aaron Matthews, and that's going to hit the fence in the netting over there on the left field line where we have some bleachers, and Myers jumps ahead 0-2. He's thrown 80% of his pitches for strikes, 20 for 25. How about that from the young right-hander from Western Oregon? Runner on third, the 0-2, curveball, he got him, strike three. Radomski down looking for the final out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left aboard. We head to the top of the ninth. Blackbears lead it 2-1 with the Nighthawks coming to bat. You are listening to Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball and watching Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball right here on YouTube and KEDO. You won't want to miss the conclusion of this one. Top 9 here. Quadrice Teague, Cy Steele, Luke Staten against Keegan Wright. And has there been a better bullpen arm for the Blackbears than Keegan Wright? I don't think so. In 3 innings, he's 2-0 with 5 strikeouts, only allowed 2 hits and 2 walks. Hit a batter as well, and picked up the victory in yesterday's 7-6 affair. And Keegan Wright just throws those fastballs downhill, has a really nice hook over there as well. And is going to be tasked here with closing out this contest against 9-1-2 for the Nighthawks. And again, having some trouble accessing the West Coast League standings and everything and the scoreboard, so we're relying on some Twitter accounts. The Ridgefield Raptors in the top of the 7th lead by a score of 3-2 against the Yakima Valley Pippins. That's all I got for you. We're continuing to try to scroll down, but it's going to take a little while to get through everything. And it's a 2-1 game. Cowlitz up on the Nighthawks here as Teague 0 for 1. Struck out, was hit by a pitch twice, and actually got hit by a ground ball on the base paths. So now the lights on the field starting to make a difference. First pitch from Wright, high and outside to the lefty, 1-0. 1 run for the Nighthawks in the first, and that's it. And 2 for the Blackbears in the second. Those are the only scoring innings here, as this is fouled away over on the left side, right in front of the Cowlitz dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. This game just 2 hours and 6 minutes old, so I hope that you were wearing a seatbelt through this one. We're completely blazing through here at Lower Columbia College. Next pitch from Wright, high, and the count 2-1 after that fastball. So 2-1 coming up from Keegan. Wright, 5'10", 195 pounds from San Diego Christian College in San Clemente, California. And the 2-1. Swung on and hit foul, and the count now 2-2. Well, the Blackbears today were unable to do so, so I couldn't really get it in, but we'll get the read in anyway. The Blackbears attempted their insurance runs in the 8th inning, brought to you by State Farm and your local agents. Bob Beal and Scott Fisher reached Bob at 425-5432 and reached Scott Fisher at 360-423-9500. That's State Farm for your insurance needs here in Longview, as another one fouled off by Teague, 2-2. So Wright just needing to get 3 outs to nail this one down. 2-2 count on Teague, who's fouled off 3 pitches. Trying to blow him away with the curve here now. Curveball, and it's lined right at Ogata on the run. Makes the catch and steals a hit away from the center fielder for the Nighthawks. There's now 1 down here in the top of the 9th.
He so got it with a great catch there.
And how about the two new corner infielders for Cowlitz today, making some nice plays. So here's Cy Steele, 2 for 4, a couple of base hits and a couple of strikeouts as well. Takes a strike and the count 0-1. Wright seems to have found a groove here after missing that first pitch in really 2 of his first 3 against Teague. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss off the curveball that time. Steele was completely fooled. And the count now 0-2. Top 9, 1 away. Blackbears up by 1. Right, kicks, fires, 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, he got him. And now the Nighthawks down to their final out. 2 away, Luke Staten struts his way up to the plate, 1 for 2. He singled, walked twice, and struck out looking.
Up now, Luke Staten, number 63.
Keegan Wright looking to add a save to his resume. Again, I mentioned he has 2 wins. He actually leads the Blackbears. They both come out of the pen as he gets a slow tapper foul on the third base side. And a whole conglomerate of Blackbears players lean over the fence to try to pick it up. I didn't see who actually got it, but it drew some laughs from Shane McCarroll. Burley sets up down and away. I think that's a curveball coming in. It is, and another one. This time beyond the Cowlitz dugout, and the count 0-2. And now the Nighthawks down to their final strike. Wright versus Staten here in Longview, Washington. Bases empty with 2 away. Blackbears lead it by 1, 2-1. Wright sets. Kicks, delivers, and this is line up the middle. Stinson thought about diving, but hit the brakes at the last second, was able to block the ball with his body, and it's a 2-out base hit in the top of the 9th to keep the ball game alive from Luke Staten. It's the 7th of the game for the Nighthawks.
Now, first baseman,
and they'll live to fight another batter. Travis Helm, 0 for 4. A couple of Ks, couple of groundouts. One of the groundouts to short, the other to first base. Wright delivers. High chopper over the head of Ogata, and that's going to go down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Into the corner, going over to third base is Staten. Strong throw comes in, and now a much different ball game after back-to-back base hits. Put runners on the corners with 2 down. And that was a little unfortunate there for Wright, as that chopper on this turf just went way over the head of Ogata. Nothing he could do there, and now the cleanup man, Jack Thompson, to the plate with a chance to tie the ball game. Tying runner 90 feet from home, go ahead over at first base. Thompson, 1 for 3. He's flied out twice, walked, and singled in a run.
72, Jack Thompson.
So we'll see what Wright digs into against the cleanup man, left-handed batter with an open stance. Wright, slide step delivery, fastball right on the outside corner. Just the way that you want to start off this at-bat, and the count 0-1. Wright has thrown 14 pitches, 12 over the plate. Staten on second, Helm on first base. Wright sets near the letters, nods for the sign. The 0-1 is hit in the air high and deep to right center field. The ballpark will hold it, though, as Jacob Stinson makes the grab and sends him down for the final out of the game. Ball game over. Blackbears win. And again, they are the Cowlitz Cardiac Kids here at David Story Field, as they win another 1-run affair by the score of 2-1. Your winning pitcher is Kelly Austin. On the losing end is Tandon Mai, and the save goes to Keegan Wright, who has been superb out of the bullpen for Cowlitz. That'll do it here from David Story Field. Stay tuned for our Cowlitz Blackbears postgame show after a bit of an elongated break as we wait for a player interview as usual. But again, final score, Blackbears 2, Nighthawks 1. And stay tuned for the postgame show right after this. This is Cowlitz Blackbears Baseball on YouTube and KEDO. We'll be right back. Jacob, 5 minutes, please. Thank you very much. Jacob, we have to start without a player. So we're going to do 2 parts. I'm just going to do a recap, then I'm going to go grab a player, and then we'll finish it off with that. Yeah. All right, back at it here at David Story Field for your Cowlitz Blackbears postgame show. My name is Zach Smolin. Final score of this one, the Blackbears win it by a score of 2-1. Yes, you heard that correctly. Another 1-run game for your Cowlitz Blackbears, and their second 2-1 victory in 4 games against the Bend Elks. They went 2-1. They won a game 2-1, lost one 2-1, won 7-6, and now today 2-1 victory. A non-league game, but hey, a win's a win. They're now 5-3 on the season. Kelly Austin was clearly the focal point of the story today. Austin in 6 innings pitched with the 1 earned run allowed, and that was just off those 2 hits in the first inning. Smooth sailing the rest of the way with those 7 strikeouts. He now leads the team with 14, and then Keegan Wright coming out of the bullpen with that big save there. There were some dangerous moments that we saw, a couple bases loaded situations, a couple runners on the corners, but hey, this bullpen bends but does not break, and they get the job done here tonight for another victory. We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we're going to have a player interview right here in your Cowlitz Blackbears postgame show, so don't go anywhere. You're here on the Blackbears postgame show right here on YouTube and KEDO. We'll be right back. 2 minutes, please. Thank you. Oh, dude, we do this every night. Yeah, dude. Jacob, how much time do we have? 20 seconds. All right, we can do this. All right. Put this on. Talk to me.
Hello?
Yeah, there we go. All right, welcome back here. Sorry, just setting it up a little bit. We're a little canted here as well, but welcome back to the Cowlitz Blackbears postgame show. I'm here sitting with Maddie Fung. And Maddie, are you getting tired of the one-run ball games, or is it exciting for you guys on the bench?
I mean, we're in it every game, and that's what we want. It gives us a chance to win, and it's just going our way right now, which is nice.
You've had an excellent pitching staff. Kelly Austin now 2 starts of 6 innings and 7 strikeouts, 1 run allowed. How do you guys feel out there when he's out there on the mound? Do you feel like you always have a chance to win with him?
Definitely. Our defense is confident in our pitchers. He pounds the zones, and he throws strikes, which we like.
All right, now we were talking before the game. Your parents are here today.
Yep.
Always a good time. They're going to be here for all 5 games of this homestand, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Does it feel a little bit better out there knowing that mom and dad are out there watching you do your best and do what you love out there?
I love them when they show up. It just makes me happy out there, that they're here to support me. And I got to thank them for basically playing baseball because they support me and everything.
And a long trip from California as well.
Yeah.
Last question. 2 new guys in the corners. Ogata and Martinez made some nice plays. How does it feel with all these new guys coming in? And it seems like everybody that comes in contributes right away. Does that feel good?
Yeah, definitely. Ogata got 2 nice hits today. Gives him some confidence. And Martinez, he's doing his thing at third.
All right.
Nice.
Maddie, thank you so much for coming in with us on the Cowlitz Blackbears postgame show, and I'm sure you want to go talk to your family, so we'll end it right here. Thank you so much. My name is Zach Smullen with Maddie Fung. We'd like to thank our friends over here, Sam Mosier holding the camera back there and producing everything on the TV side, Jacob Ackerman on KEDO. My name is Zach Smullen. Thank you so much. Final score, Cowlitz Blackbears 2 and the Northwest Stars Nighthawks 1. You can tune in tomorrow on both YouTube and KEDO to catch all the action between the Nighthawks and the Blackbears at David Story Field at 9. No, not 9. Whoa, I'm thinking East Coast time. 6:35 p.m. And you can get your tickets at CowlitzBlackbears.com. Again, final score, Blackbears 2 and the Nighthawks 1. Take care. Have a good night. Stay frosty. All right, Jacob, thank you.
Thank you.
Maddie, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Mark. Okay. Great. Can you send him my number and then me his so I can be in touch with him? Great. Thank you so much. Yes, you too. Have a great night, Jacob.